Hi, RCA Middle School. I am just checking in, and the first thing that I want to do this week is recap our Molly project. So, if you guys will remember back to before spring break, we worked on Molly in the world and researched different African cultures, and then did our cooking project, and then related that back to school menus. And so we're going to go over that assignment really quickly, just for those of you who haven't finished that yet. And this first week, your first assignment or your first task is to finish that Molly assignment if you haven't already. If you have already completed that assignment and it's already scored, then you can skip this video and move on to the new assignment video. But while we are getting the hang of looking at digital learning and doing things online, I wanted to make sure that we looked back at the project that we'd already completed and kind of walked through the different parts and pieces of that. So if you guys look at Molly and the cultural exchange, you're going to have the different checkpoints that are in there. And if you remember back, the first 3 checkpoints was all of the actual learning about cultures in Africa. So we read about Molly and the effect that other cultures had on Molly and that Molly had on the rest of the world. And so checkpoint 1, 2, and 3, we're going in and reading those documents, filling out the graphic organizers, and getting that basic knowledge. In checkpoint 4, you took all of that information and you put that into your essay outline. And so I'm going to click on that one and show you again really quickly where that is. So in checkpoint 4, if you scroll down to the resources, it had a preparing document in there that was kind of an outline for your essay. So it walks you step by step through how to organize your essay in the appropriate format. So it has an introduction and asks you to look at Molly's influence on the world, and then to provide 3 other pieces of evidence. So Molly, before they went out and spread to the rest of the world, how do you think that they influenced the rest of the world? Was it a positive thing? Was it a negative thing? Put that information into this section. Then you're also going to put your information from checkpoint 1, 2, and 3 right here into this template. From there, you're going to do your body paragraphs. So you're going to come up with one argument or something that supports that argument. So what was the effects? What evidence or quotes are you using from the readings to support that? And put that into this format. You're going to do that a second time, looking at other regions and how they affected Molly. And then you're going to do that a third time, looking overall at those cultural interactions, and then have a concluding statement to kind of put everything together. Once you have this outline filled out, you're going to copy and paste that over into your final product. So checkpoint 4, this essay preparation, is going to get copied right into your inquiry argument final essay. Okay, so checkpoints 1, 2, 3, and 4 all go into this final inquiry essay. After that, we did our food cooking project. So we spent a couple of days researching different African foods. We looked at how food is an example of culture. And we talked about, even if you guys remember back, we talked about foods that your family enjoys eating and how that shows your family's culture. So that was all part of this checkpoint 5. So in checkpoint 5, we filled out the chart that's in there. So there's the cultural approaches to food reading activities. We did an interview where you're supposed to go and ask somebody else about the foods that they eat. And then we put that all together into our food recommendations. And so in the final product, it had what were 3 things that if you could add them to our school menu or take them off of our school menu, what would that be? And how does that show that you understood something about culture? That could be African culture, that could be from the readings looking at different religions, whatever of the resources you want to use for those recommendations, that's completely up to you. So your recommendation could be we should add African shish kebab to the school menu because everybody really liked those and they all got eaten pretty quickly. That could be your recommendation. Then you want to relate that to the practice or the restriction. So lots of African cultures eat small amounts of meat because meat is not readily available. They eat lots more rice and vegetables and other things. And so that shows that you're familiar with African culture. So you could fill this chart out with that information, or use the readings that are attached in the checkpoint that look at things like religion and different foods that people don't eat because they don't eat meat or they don't eat pork, for example. So that's checkpoint 5. You're going to go in and fill out that chart. Then just like the previous one, you're going to copy that chart into the final product that says cultural recommendations chart. Okay, so checkpoint 5 goes in the second final product. And then the third one is your actual written out proposal to the school lunch cafeteria. So in checkpoint 6, it has a template. So it says proposal template. And you're going to open that template and you're going to fill it out. So you're going to give it a title, you're going to put your name in there, you're going to explain what's wrong with our school cafeteria. Maybe the food doesn't taste so great. Maybe it doesn't have enough vegetables. Maybe they should make food kosher and not have meat and dairy served on the same plate. You get to decide which issue culturally you want to fix. And so then you're going to go through and describe that. So what are the objectives? What do you want to change? How is that going to help people feel more connected or feel like they're more included in the school culture? What are the specific steps, the process of how you're going to do that? You need to let the cafeteria know. They have to approve that. They have to order food in. What are those steps going to look like? And then where did you get your information from? Okay. Is it just observation that you see that students don't eat salad bar, or that you saw that they were eating all of the kebabs when we did our cooking activity? Or is it from one of the readings or from a website that you found your information? So you want some type of evidence that supports your recommendation. Okay. Again, you're going to address your concerns or kind of conclude your letter, and then you're going to sign your name at the bottom. Once you fill this template out, that is going to get copied and pasted into the final checkpoint 6. That's the draft version. I'll give you feedback on that, offer suggestions of things that you might need to fix or add. And then once your checkpoint 6 is okay, you're going to copy and paste that into the menu changes proposal final product. Okay, so that should all be familiar to you. That should be a review of what we've already done in class. And the goal is that you want to get that assignment finished and completed and have it green this week. Okay, so if you haven't turned in this assignment yet already, those 3 final products, you want to make sure that those get finished, that you schedule some time to sit down and finish those final products. And if there's something that you still don't understand or you have questions, you can email me, you can give me a call, and I would be more than happy to walk you step by step through that process individually as well. So we'll have some office hours available. I'll have specific times that you can sign up for to talk with me, or when we meet together as a class, you could talk to me at that time as well. So whatever you guys need, you really want to stay in close contact with your teachers. Make sure that you're asking questions and getting help where you need it so that you can finish off the year strong. And so this Molly project is that very first piece of the independent learning that you guys are going to be doing at home. So again, let me know if you have questions, and I hope it goes really well for you. Thanks.